Hi, Victor826, how you going guys? Long time no see. Now, the reason why I've been on absence, I don't know if you can see this, but my shirt there, my business logo there, that is actually a registered business trade now. So, my fiance and me are now in business together. She owns half and I own half. I pay her too when I do jobs, and I keep the rest as well. So, I pay her share, and then she pays, and then I keep mine, and I pay the bills, and so does she, so she does alright. And, yeah, I have an ABN number, I'm registered, so if anyone's cracking the shits about this kind of crap, you can't touch me, guys, it's all good. Anyway, yeah, I've got about 4 or 5 videos. It has been quite up there already. It has been quite a while since I've been talking to yous. Now, we'll start off with this. Now, yeah, you'll notice the old 830, there's no front axle. Well, I found out that there was, there's the axle down here, there was that much play in between the spindles. What I'm going to do is, with my grandfather, we're going to use a piece of water pipe. We're going to weld it in between. We're going to weld those nuts to the top of the axle housing, excuse me. And what we're going to do then is actually drill some holes, mount some grease nipples in there. So it's easy as. So your engine should be able to turn on a dime. Now I did actually get the engine to fire in this thing, but it won't run properly. So I think it's a carby problem now. It was spark, but now it's a carby problem. I also bought this for $10. So a bit of water pipe, 3/4 inch elbow. I think it was, yeah, 3/4 inch reducer, goes from 3/4 to about 1/2 inch, sorry. And yeah, that's I'm slowly working on the exhaust for her. Gonna use that old black tube there and mark myself where I'm gonna do. Oh, sorry, not that one, that's another one. But what I'm gonna do for the stack for old, well, I call it, my mates call it Noddy because she's so small. So that's that tractor there, so we'll call it Noddy. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this pipe in half. Obviously that half will have that edge there, and this half will have that edge there. And then you just a bit of duct tape so it'll centre itself. Get it nice and centred. Obviously I'm going to have to do that Swiss cut, the 45-degree Swiss cut, or the doggy a bit better. And then you've got yourself a welded exhaust. You don't have to spend a lot of money to be happy around here. Alright, so that's one thing. I'll cover him back up, and when I get around to it I'll start filming some more. Unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, I haven't had time to do any more with the racing mower. I know, I said I've been going to do it, but now that I'm a registered business, the moment you do that, everyone wants hands on deck straight away. And hey, well, that's good. Money's coming in. That means sooner or later, I will pull the front of it off. I will pull the transmission out of it, and then we can start prepping and welding the frame. So at least that's something. And then when I find time to go to Bunnings, because we have Bunnings in Swan Hill now, big super mega store, or superstore as you call it. It's got everything you can desire in there, your heart desires. So I'm going to go and see if I can find some brass bushings, like Fearless Front, and put them in the front of me spindles, on the front of my axle, and we'll be laughing. And then we'll toughen her up, and then I'll start making the motor mount, because I've already got the little pieces. I actually got some little tiny square pieces that are out of a bed frame, and they've got thread in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld each one, or bolt each one to the bottom of the motor. That's going to be my motor mounts, just to hold it up a bit higher, that's all. If I have clearance issues I will take them out, but it's just something different, that's all. Alright, now we'll move on to some homemade tools. I actually made this one at home, here at home. So I'll just grab him. Okay, we'll go get away from the water. I've been watering the grass, and the grass is going beautiful. Alright, let's have a gander. So this here is my garden hoe, my redneck homemade garden hoe. This piece here, piece of, I think it's 7mm flat bar, and I welded it to the pipe. But before that, I actually got a piece of cold roll steel. Sorry about moving around, guys, it's a bit bloody hard, but I actually got some cold roll steel. I welded it inside to this plate first, to the flat bar, and then ran it up to the pipe, so it actually finishes about there. So from there to there. And that's just to stop when you actually hit the ground, when you're actually digging up the ground. And because this thing is very heavy, as you see, look, I'm not even putting much effort into it to be able to hoe the ground. And this thing, because it's fairly sharp, oh, it's a bit dirty, I have to clean it. But I did paint it, but it is flaking off a bit because I do use it a fair bit. You look at that edge there. That edge there will cut weeds to absolute shit. So there you go. That's how you make a homemade garden hoe. It's cheap, easy, effective. Yeah, well, what? You only spend what? Only spend half an hour welding it together. Spend another 10 minutes painting it. And a few more old tools. This shovel here, that shovel there I picked up. Gonna fix them up, paint them, because now I'm an actual registered business now for small engines, and because it was a hobby, it started off as a hobby for about 6 years, and then I thought to myself it would never end up as a business. But lo and behold, here we are. I've got my shirts, I've got another one on the way, I've got magnets to go on the side of my ute here to show people where I am. Now that trailer, unfortunately, I was going to build it, but I found out that when I cut the, what was it, the mud guards for the wheels off, all the frame had been actually rusted out, so she was only holding together. So I hacked it up. My grandfather's going to use the axle and the leaf springs for the homemade bench saw, and my parents are going to buy me a trailer, and I'm going to pay them off. I'm going to pay them back, and then I'll have a good trailer to keep my machines in. So yeah, sorry about the delay with that. I'm very sorry that it won't happen. I was actually quite disappointed myself. Don't worry, I like to do things myself, but it does work. Alright, now this one here, another ride-on. So I've actually basically pulled her in half. Now mate got this for nothing. Oh yeah, got it for nothing, so did I, but I'm actually going to take all the sprockets and the rear end out of it for him. I get to keep this half, because this steering steers like a dream. So if I ever want to rebuild one of my other ones, my other two Rover Ranger 727s, I can. Yeah, he's actually going to put all this and make a homemade trike out of the axle, the sprockets, the chains and all that. It's going to be pretty sweet. Okay, moving on. Here. So a lot of stuff has been happening, as you can see. I went and took 2 crates of cans. That was about $20.80. That's not bad. Aluminium prices are up. So if you're going to scrap aluminium, you might as well do it now. If you're in Australia, you might as well do it now before the price goes down again. So all these cans here, those cans there, and those cans there, came from the Pioneer Settlement, their new cafe called the Paragon Cafe. And yeah, they're a bit out of date. They're about 2 months out of date, but as long as you keep them sealed and in a cool area and the sun hasn't been on them, which these ones haven't, they're fine. They're still fine to drink. You refrigerate them, crack them open, just make sure you drink them in one sitting. But what I was thinking, once I'm done, I'll fill all my crates up and just take them to out to the scrapyard, and I'll have probably at least $50 or $60 more. So we'll see how we go. Alright, another big surprise. Ta-da! Another tractor. Oh my god, where's he getting these things? Now, I got the motor. That's in the garage over there. I'll show you in a minute. Now, this thing's actually in good nick. The deck, no rust at all. I've got one spindle out, and I'll show you why. That is rooted. The bearing is right there, and it is shot. I bent the little mounting plate. I'll set it up that's not supposed to be bent. That's what happens when you use a set of pullers on one of these. But she'll be alright. I'll be able to hopefully either cut that off and grind a little bit of shit off it and be able to put it back together. Because the problem with these things is that's stripped out, you can't pull it, you need heat. So we'll see how we go. I'll slowly get to it. I think the transmission works in this thing. Works really well. Oh, it is a little bit stiff. Probably hasn't been used for a while. The motor runs. All it needs is spindles, belts, and blades, and maybe a few other things, maybe a fuel line and that. And then it will be good. So this is mine. I paid $75 for the frame. Paid $150 for the engine, so a little bit over $200. And I reckon I could refurb it a little bit, refurbish it just a little bit, and I reckon I could get about $700-800 out of it. Because I'll show you. Still good tyres, no leaks. Still got fairly good tread on them. They are a little bit low, but they're not leaking, so just been sitting, I guess. But no, it's in good nick. It's a lot better nick than my other Bohlins, my other two Bohlins tractors. But yeah, no, it's looking good. Alright, I'll show you the engine. Yeah, and I've been cleaning up a bit of crap around here. Slowly, little bits and pieces. Yeah, the old red one used to be there. Now it's the little tiny red fella that used to be out here. Now it's out the back. Same as the quad that used to be over there. Alright, now we're moving on. So, unfortunately, that one there will not get, hang on, what size is that one? That one's a small one, I think. Yep, that one's the big one. That one there is for the trailer. That's right, 6x4 trailer that I was going to build. But now I'm hopefully getting a 7x5, so I can use that in later builds if I want to. So if this runs out, that's 3mm. I think that's about 1.5 or 2. So yeah, well, we will use both of these. So if I want to make a toolbox out of that one for my trailer on the front of the pool, I can. I'll pick this one up. Okay, so that's not bad. So we'll work something out. I picked this one up for $20. It's either got a spark problem or a carby problem. So that'll be an easy fix and probably sell that for about $80. And then I went actually out to the tip and I bought that one, and this one. Now I've already diagnosed this one's problem. The spark's alright. It's got a crack in a common place on the fuel tank. Right, see if I can get in there. Right back in here. And where that little lug is, where that bolt is, it normally cracks right around here somewhere. And it leaked all my fuel out, got cross, as usual. Anyway, so that one is a Massport 3.5 horsepower, Briggs & Stratton, a 2.6 kilowatt, so that's 3.5 in kilowatts. It's a vertical start. I think it was made in, where are we, 1986, so she's got electronic ignition. Pull this old girl along, she's a 3.5 as well, and she was made in 76, so she's got points. Now if there's no spark, whip the cowling off, pull the flywheel off, get to the points cover, sand it, clean it, blow it out, reassemble it, check for spark, and then we shouldn't have a problem. Now, the reason why I got this is because the oil bung is a cork. I don't know if this was meant to have it, or if someone's actually made this, but it fits quite snugly, and I don't think it would blow out. So I think they did a pretty good job with this. So yeah, 1986, 1976, and then another good one. Ooh, also picked up a Honda catcher, because I do have a Honda around here. I did get the other catcher from my from my cousin, because she had a Honda just like that one. But yeah, no, we'll see how it goes anyway. And this one here is a 4-horse Quantum, and I believe this one here, I don't know if it's right, 93. So that shouldn't take much to go. I might replace that with a proper pull cord, but a proper pull cord and a pull handle. But hey, look, that's redneck simple enough. Alright, so that was that one. So that's the 3 that I got at the tip when I was throwing out rubbish. Okay, here's the motor for the tractor that's in my ute. It's a 12.5 Briggs & Stratton IC Quiet, or as some people like to say, I quit. That's bullshit. Anyway, no, they're pretty good engines. And let's see the date on this thing. Don't know if you can see that, but that says 92. And it's made in USA. Good old Briggs. Apparently this was a very, very good runner. I do have the governor and a few other bits in that little box over there. It's missing a carb, but I've got another one on the blown out bowlines against the side of the fence. That's near the Husqvarna articulated. I'll be wrecking that motor soon and taking the aluminium to the scrapyard for money, because, well, aluminium's all-time high. So yeah, look out for vids on that. What else we got? Yeah, so we got lots of updates for you guys. Oh yeah, all my old mowers are still out there. I did actually put them away in the other vid. Oh, sorry, I did actually put them away. They were sitting here under a tarp. Okay, from the scores from the Steam Rally. Here it is. We have a Mitsubishi. I think it's either a 3 or a 4 horse on a fighter pump. It does spin over, but it's missing an oil bung. It's got that one there, that's a fill too. That one's the oil bung on the other side, it's missing that. So we'll probably get that one going. So we bought that one for 40 bucks. Oh no, sorry, 25. We also bought some CB, a UHF in a blue bucket in my old room. This is from the Steam Rally, and Nadia actually went and bought some chrome rocker covers for $20, pretty much nearly brand new in the auction at the Steam Rally. You probably didn't get to see that because my camera likes to cut out sometimes. But I will get a new camera one of these days. I am using the Missus one, so come on, I've got to be a bit nice. Alright, there's the pulley and the parts for that engine over there. But I've got some other ones, so we'll see what happens. I'm also making a pitchfork up in the back shed there. All these mowers here, my motorbike's actually out of the shed for once. Excuse me, that's been about 4 years. 4 years overdue. There's the quad there, little quad, and then there's the little red tractor there. That tarp's fallen off again. There's the other bowlines there. There's another one past that pile over there on the left. So yeah, guys, it's not like I haven't been doing things. I have been excruciatingly busy. But no, I like to keep you guys updated on what I'm doing and what's been cracking. And as I said, I'm sorry I haven't got an update for the racing mower yet, but trust me, it is coming. Because one day it's windy, next day it's raining. Oh, the seasons are all messed up. But I'm not making excuses. The moment that it's a nice sunny day, I will get my little tripod out that I built in one of the other vids that I showed you. I wanted it to be my 50th video. It was actually my 52nd. But yeah, so I'll clean that up, paint it up, and then we'll sit you on the tripod and you can watch me work. It's all good. Alright guys, well I do appreciate it. Just wanted to show you a bit what's going on. Sorry for the lack of vids lately, but I will be getting back into more of it. also house hunting as well. Me and the fiance are also looking for houses at the moment. So, bear with me. And if it does have a garage where we actually go, and it does have power, I will be able to pull my racing mower apart when I either come home from work or when I'm not doing my fitness and that stuff, you know. So, hey look, we're still keeping busy. So yeah, Melly Nuts and Bolts is officially open for business. Alright guys, well thanks for that. I really appreciate the old subscribers for sticking around. I love you guys. The new ones, I went from 50 to 55 subscribers, so that's an extra 5 people that have subscribed. G'day, how are you? I really hope you're enjoying the vids, and I'll get more into it. I'll get more into it later on. Alright guys, well thanks for that, and I gotta go do dishes. I gotta do some more stuff with that deck over there. So yeah, nah, hey, I know life gets in the way, but you just gotta keep pushing through. I've got a job to do tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and I've got a job to do on Thursday. So now I give them a receipt and I can earn that back on my tax back. It's easy, mate. So anyway, we'll see how we go, and yeah, all the new subscribers too. Thanks for actually subscribing, and hope you enjoy. And I will catch you later on. Alright guys, thanks for that. Catch ya.